Good evening, everyone. Wednesday night flyer down here at Spots and Stripes Redhill. Yes, you heard it, folks. 9-ball tonight. Monday night is the 8-ball flyer. Tonight is the 9-ball flyer. What a great match we got coming up here first as well. Ramesh Danny Gokhul against Russell, the Doctor, Coach March. Ramesh won it last week. Russell the week before. So what a quality first round draw this is, indeed. We'll get them underway just as soon as I let them know that we're live, alive, ready and kicking on a Wednesday night down at Spots and Stripes Redhill. Right then, folks, we should be getting underway. Ramesh was just doing his hair. I think as he's explained it to you there, you know what I mean? Apparently he had 2 or 3 hairs out of place. Bless him. I think it's been about 50 years since he's had hair. So here we go. Shaky hands. Lag away. Oh, look at that. And they're questioning it. No, Russell gets the lag. So it'd be Russell March to break off first. First round match, race to 5. So here we go then, folks. Is Russell dialed in? He's been down here practicing. Can he get the one straight in the centre pocket? No, little low, centre bit high. Oh, the 9 could be going. Oh, look at that. So is Ram going to be tempted by trying to get down the bottom rail, come and hit the one up the arse for the 9 in this bottom right hand pocket? Can we see a bit of flair from the old Rammer Jammer here? Or is he just going to call the push out? There we go, folks. Boring as usual, push out. But if I'm honest, probably the sensible play. So Russell probably just looking to play safe off of this. No, he thought he could sneak it in. Look at that. You got to say he's had a little bit of run there. Ram, don't fancy the jump, just coming off the side rail. Try and... oh. And he caught that way too thin. So, first chances are going a big into the Russell March. And I think he's shy. Oh, those balls just parted like the Red Sea for him there. So he can see the 2. And he's tried to play safe and he's not played that very well. Now, he's probably played it well when you can take in consideration Ram's height, because he's not going to be able to reach stay on the table for this one. Here he comes, look. The rest is taller than him as well. He's gone for the old distances, my friend here. Will it nestle nicely on the top rail there? Yeah. So Russell's going to be looking to do a similar thing, I think. Switch around, or he's going to play off the left-hand side of the 2. Try and send the 2 over to the right-hand side of the table. Use the cover of the 8 free and get the cue ball probably down behind the 5. I'd fancy down here. No, he's going the other side and he's got the double kiss. So... will Ram fancy the bank shot into the right centre here? Yeah, he's cueing like he fancies it. Look at that deft touch from the Rammer Jammer there. Lovely little bank shot. Now the 3 into the same pocket. Actually, he's got to tops this through off the side rail, come back out because the 4's over here on the left hand side. To be fair, he's played that well into the middle. Middles aren't that generous here on this Clash Aluminum Pro table. Expertly covered by Tashunka, the handyman Schultz. And the Rammer Jammer looking in good shape here. Wanted a bit more of a bounce there, but oh, a deft little safety stroke there. I thought he might have been tempted with another bank shot. Russell rushes to the table here. You think he was on the clock? And he's left Ramesh another opportunity here. Take this into the bottom left. Bounce the cue ball round the 2 rails. Come back out for the 7 into the same pocket. I fancy he's a bit straighter than what he really would have liked on the 7 here to get good position onto the 8. Oh, but he's played that nicely. Just a little stun across. So a straight 8 up into the top right hand corner here. And he should be tickling the 9 into the side pocket. Lovely stroke there from the Ramajama. And the 9 goes in the side for a 1-0 lead over Russell March. Ramajama 1-0 up in the race to 5. As usual with all our competitions here down at Spots and Stripes Redhill, follow all the action on qscore.com. Search up Spots and Stripes Redhill and you will find the competition info there. So here we go. Ramajama to break in the second frame. Can he slot the 1 nicely into the right hand side? Yeah. A little low, that's why it went a bit high. Yeah. And Russell can have a go at this into the top left. And I'm sure he can get shape on the 2. I think we had a bit of a freeze there. So Russell, good shape on the 5 to the 6. He's got a screw here, a bit of reverse check. Bring the cue ball out for the 7. Drew the cue ball back perfectly for the 8, but he didn't slot the 7 into the bottom left. So a chance for the Ramajama here, if he fancies the fin snip into the bottom right hand pocket here. White's always going to flow round the left hand side of the table, back round, give him a shot on the 8. No, but he's elected for the safety. And I think he has left Russell a chance for the bank into the left centre here. A bit shy of pace there from the Ramajama on the safety shot. He's looking like he's kicking up. No. Oh, he did. He had to swerve it a bit too much. But end result is good. So it looks like Ramajama's going for the short cue here. He's asking for permission to take off at runway 110. Cover your screens. There we go, jumping over the 9 for the 7. He jumped that a bit too hard, but again he's got a nice result. White on the bottom rail here, but I think Russell will be taking this on into the top right hand pocket. Where's the cricket umpire? Because that was wide. Left this for Ramajama now. I think if he can slot this in the centre, then it'll be the 8 and the 9 for a 2-0 lead. Yeah, nicely done with the 8 ball there. So then this 9. Ramajama stamping his authority on Russell March here. 2-0 to the good. There we go, and he just realised they hadn't been doing a score. I was just about to run out and tell him. But thankfully he remembered there. So there you go, you can see it at the bottom of the screen now as well. Ramajama 2-0 to the good against Russell March here in the first round. Obviously if you lose in the first round, we do a first round losers plate like we do on a Monday night on the 8 ball as well. See if Russell can slot this one in the middle. Oh, he's just a little low, will he? Oh. But he's in good shape. He's nicked a ball. Looks like you can play a one onto the free combo here. But the one has gone a bit safe. So Russell getting the rest out here. Looks like he's just going to try and fin off the right hand side of the one. Bring the cue ball down to the bottom. And I think he's shy of pace there. Trying to get it right down the bottom behind the 9. So will the Ramajama, I think he'll be trying to play a similar safe shot. I don't think he'll be tempted by it because I think the 7's in the way for the long bank shot back down to the bottom left. Yeah, I think he's played that lovely there. Nice safety shot there from the Ramajama. Getting the 1 down near the bottom. So Russell's going to come round the side rail here, try and kick it. He's flicked it on the sides. And that is what you call a fluke, ladies and gentlemen. We all love it when we get a fluke. Our opponents never like it. But he's got to get the short cue out here now. So let's see if Russell can take off and land this one smoothly. Well, he hit the 2, but he's left a chance for Ramajama. And the way he's been stroking them in, you gotta say, you'd fancy him to get this layout. He's a bit shy of pace there. But I think the thinner cut does him a favour for getting position on the 5. Look at that. How's he found the old Watford gap there? He's looking at this in the side, but I think he can take this in the bottom left. No, he's taking it in the left middle. And has he judged that well, folks? I think the answer is yes. So a nice little stun shot here on the 7. And then the 8 and 9 should both be in this bottom left hand pocket. Eight ball safely dispatched. Ramajama just checking his angle for the 9 into the bottom left. Yeah, nice work from the Ramajama there to take a 3-0 lead over Russell March. So here we go. 4th rack, Ramajama to break. Let's see if he can get the 1 into the right side. Lovely. Got the 1 nicely. Is he going to have good shape on the 2? Well, I fancy he might go for the bank here at 3-0 up. Other matches, you've got Silla against Phil O'Kane, Lee Bowles against Lee Nelson, Battle of the Lees there. George Hughes against Sultan, and Glenn Bailey against Dean Passer. Dean Passer currently 3-0 up on Glenn Bailey. Liam Monk's got a bye, waiting for the winner of Priscilla or Phil O'Kane. And I think Rams left Russell a sliver of this too, but it wasn't enough to try and get it in the side. So again, a chance for the Ramajama here. Thin cut into the top left. Bring the cue ball down nicely for the 3. I think he wanted that into the right centre. I fancy he's going to go top right now with a 3. Just a little stun, maybe a bit of draw for the 4. Yeah, look at that, played lovely. So this 4, just bounce off the side rail there for the 5. So now he's got to draw this back for the 6. That's nicely done. So then it's this rack probably all about this shot here now. If he can just take this 6 into the bottom left, bounce the cue ball up anywhere just past the 9, he's going to be perfect for dropping the 7. Yeah, look, he even thought he'd have a nice little flick of the 9 there just to rub it into Russell. He's probably shaking his head thinking, why didn't he land behind the 9, give him a chance. Sound this, anything but straight. I think he's got a nice little bit of angle. Run the cue ball round off the bottom rail, side rail for the 9. Into his, well, I think it's his favourite pocket for the 9, this bottom left hand. bag tonight. There you go, the Rammer Jammer. He's being clinical nearly every time he gets to the table. Takes a 4-0 lead. So he's now on the hill against a Russell March. Russell to break next. Wouldn't he love a golden just to get right back into this? Let's see if he can get it, folks. So Russell 4-0 down. You think there's going to be an extra bit of oomph in this break, folks? Yep, there was. And he got the 1. 9 didn't get on the move at all. Not really got a good shape here on the 2, unless he's going to go for the long bank into the bottom left. And he has. I think he tried to play it as a bit of a shot to nothing, something. And he's left Rammer Jammer another chance here now. This looks awfully dead straight. Doesn't want to scratch the white straight in the bottom left behind the 2. He's going to be digging into this. Try and... No, he's changed his mind. I don't think he can try and tops it round because the 8's in the way. I think he has got to draw it back. That looks where he's queuing. Well, look at the cue power from the little fella there. I think he's been a tad unlucky. And he's hooked himself. With his hand on his hip. He might even bring his knees in time. Do the Rammer Jammer little shuffle. He's getting a short stick out, folks. How many slips do we want on the other side of the table? Good connection, he's aimed just off. Oh, I think he's left Russell, probably you'd say, folks, with his first real kind of clear opportunity in the 5 frames. And Russell just didn't seem to be taking his time there at all. Got to say he missed it. That's an easy shot by his standards. Missing that 4 in the middle. So Rammer Jammer back at the table. So here we go. Come back across for the 6. Oh, and he came up off that. Not hit that well. He's throwing his hands in the air. Oh, pointing to where he wanted it. Past the middle bag there. Well, you didn't get it there, mate. You got to deal with it. Come on, play the bank shot. Screw up for the 8. End of match. See, last little kiss now. He'll be moaning about that. All that throwing his arms up in the air for nothing. Oh, but he's got his back leg up in the air. It's a bit of a stretch. And when you stretch, you always tend to misjudge the pace. He just obviously didn't fancy getting the rest out. But Nineball in his favourite bottom left pocket here for the match. ladies and gents, he's only gonna miss one. So, Russell with this 9, can he get off the mark? Can he begin to mount a fight back? He's nailed that one into the bottom right. So he's got one back as Russell, but it's the Rammer Jammer to break next. Can he get a break and run? Or maybe even a golden? So Russell doesn't get back to the table. So here we go. Rammer Jammer to break. 4-1 on the hill. Can he slot this one nicely into the right centre? He can. Nice kiss there to hold the white in the middle of the table. Does he like the shape he's got on the 2? Bit of a fin snip down into the bottom left here. But he'll always be on the 3. He's played that well, but he's got a similar shot on the 3. Yep, so elected to play safe. So Russell coming to the table. Straight down. Bang. Off the bottom rail. It looks like he's lost interest as Russell, even though he just got one back. You'd think he'd be fighting for it. You just can't keep leaving Rammer Jammer in the balls like this. Because when the jammer's in full flow, you're not getting back to the table again. So there we go. This 6 into the bottom right hand pocket. He's come out nicely there for the 7. Nothing, just drop this in. Doesn't need the white to go anywhere. There we go. Perfect stun shot there. And a little 8 ball into the top left. Drift the white down here. And he obviously didn't want to miss the 9 into the bottom left again, so he's left it for the bottom right. Just moving the Magi rack out of the way so it doesn't distract him. Although he shouldn't be able to see that through them sunglasses, surely. Yeah, nicely done there from the Rammer Jammer. Quite comfortably dispatches Russell March 5-1 in the first round here at Spots and Stripes. Nineball Flyer on a Wednesday night. He marches on into the second round. Stay tuned, we'll get another match back on out here as soon as we can. Well, the quality matches just keep coming here on a Wednesday night for a small field. Now we got Liam Monk against Phil O'Kane. Yes, you heard it, folks. The snooker pro, Phil O'Kane, playing Nineball. He's actually played in this before and he won the event. Beginner's luck, that's what I'd say. But up against it tonight against Liam Monk, proper Nineball player against a snooker pro. Who's your money on tonight? Race to 5 in the second round. Apparently Phil's just gone out for a fag to calm his nerves. Obviously feeling the pressure of playing Liam Monk in the second round. Quick one from our sponsors, one of our sponsors there, London Cues. Hit George up if you're looking for a 9-ball cue. One of the most knowledgeable guys around in London to pick up your cue. And TYP Live, big shout out to Sam there. Helped us set up the stream down here at Spots and Stripes, Redhill. And Home Leisure Direct. If you need a pool table, arcade machine, shuffleboard, get yourself over to homeleisuredirect.com. And there you have the Z9 billiard cloth. That is the cloth of choice here at Spots and Stripes Redhill. Hardest wearing cloth in the business. And it doesn't half play well as well. And there you go. Clash Steel UK tables. That is a Clash Aluminum Pro table you see there on your screens. Available only through us in the UK. I'd say one of the best 9-ball tables on the market, especially at the value, coming in a lot cheaper than your Rasson or your Diamond table, but in terms of the playability, 100% better. So we're just waiting for Phil to come back from his fag, and we should be underway here in the second round on a Wednesday night flyer. So here we go. Liam and Phil are back in the arena. I stand corrected. Phil didn't go for a fag. Apparently he had to go and do his hair because he got told he was on the TV. Sounds just about like Phil. So here we go. They should be lagging to see who's going to break first. Liam's just explaining the lag to Phil as a snooker player. I don't do that in snooker. So Phil has won the leg. So let's see if the snooker player can break on a 9-ball table. Last snooker player on this table was Stan Moody. Had him down the other week. Giving him a quick lesson, and he nailed the 9 off his first break, and then the 1 straight in the centre on the second break. Ran it out. Smashed me up 2-0. What a guy. Big shout out there to Stan Moody. I'm sure you'll see him embarrassing me on his socials soon. Lovely logo on the back of Phil's shirt there. So, here we go then, folks. Phil O'Kane to break first against Liam Monk. Well, he got close with a 1, but he's got so much power in his arm. He's got 2 balls off the break. So how's his accuracy now of his Q arm? Can he nail this 1? Will he take it on into the top right hand pocket? Maybe even just hold the white with the 8 ball on the side rail for shape on the 2. Oh, it was a good effort. I fancy he's left Liam a sliver of this one. So Liam here now, good shape on the 2, into the top left, swing the cue ball round, 3 rails. Look, he's going to find the gap here perfectly, look at that. He'll tell you he played for that. What a guy. Straight through the old Watford there. Good shape on the 5 here. Let's see, stun across to the left hand side rail. Pop the cue ball back out again with the 6. Look at that. Executed perfectly. Little stun shot for that 8 ball up to the top left. There we go. Nicely done. So this 8 along the rail up to the top left. Stun it back here for the 9 ball in the bottom right hand pocket here to take a 1-0 lead over Phil O'Kane. Lovely run out there from Liam Monk. 1-0. Liam to break. Phil laughing and joking, taking that in his stride. If only I'd have got that 1. Right, so let's see how well Liam is breaking here. Looking for the 1 in the right centre. Nicely in. got the 5 as well there. 2's on the side rail. Right, does he fancy a bank shot? 3's tied up behind the 8 there on the left hand rail. He's played it safe, and I think he's hitting it well behind the 9 there. So Phil, can you kick it? He'll say yes I can. Oh, I reckon he's got a fin edge the way he's queuing down there. He did, indeed. He didn't need to kick it. So he's left Liam a fin cut into the bottom. No, he didn't fancy it. He fancied the safety shot. I think he's trying to tempt Phil into going for the bank shot. Phil went for it. Didn't get it. And from his body language, it looks like he's left this 2 for Liam. No, he's got to dink it round. Oh. So, Phil got lucky there. He's back at the table. Now let's see what he can do. Should just be stunning up for the 3 from the 2 here. Decides to flick it off the 9. Makes the 8 a bit more tricky. Look at that. Joey's a snooker player, loves the old drag shot there. So fin snick here. And he's shy of pace there. So he's got... Do you think he can clip this in? We call that an air shot. So Liam with ball in hand. Still not that easy, purely because of where Phil knocked the 9. So bounce round with the 7. That's a tasty shot. Now is he just going to fire this up the top right and settle for the bank shot? Or is he going to try and bounce across and get... Really, if he bounced across and just nudged into the 9 so he could take the 8 long, he'd be in good shape. But risky, if he drifts behind the 9, he wouldn't like it. But, well, he tried to drift it underneath. Missed the pot. Second prize. He's got it safe. Now Phil could go for the bank shot here, but it's going to be hard to avoid the double kiss. Go, a snooker player trying to play safe. Don't hear that many times, do you? I think he might have left enough of this for Liam to get through for the pot into the bottom left here. Well, I think Liam threw his whole chicken wing at that. So, can Phil get this fin snick? Didn't have much joy with his last fin snick, but can he nick this one in? No, he's played the double. Oh, he's played that lovely. Nice 8. So this 9 in the same pocket, bottom left. After a scrappy frame, Phil nicks it. So 1-1. And Phil to break next. So 1-1 here against Liam Monk, Phil O'Kane, Lee Nelson and Sultan are playing. Sultan is 2-1 up. Seth Woods, Dean Passer started, and Ramajama against Sean Lee started as well. Keep up to date with the scores on qscore.com. This is Phil telling Liam he got lucky. Phil fancies he's going to break and run this one. So, there you go. Phil took a bit of pace off of that one. Got the 1 ball nicely, but he's not been rewarded with a nice shot on the 2. So, is he going to play the push out? Be interesting. Obviously a push out, not something you can play in snooker. So, there you go. Phil has played a push out. Rather generous, I'd say, leaving Liam in that position. So I think Liam is just going to come off the bottom rail, kick this 2. No, he's just decided to bounce it. I think he's left the gap there. I think I would have just kicked that 2 up the left hand side of the table. Lots of cover there. Oh, he did do Phil. Phil's unlucky there. He's tried to kick it in off of the side rail and he's left it in the bottom right hand jaws. So, first real chance you got to say in this rack to Liam. And he's come out nice there for the 3. Is he going to look at the 4-9? I think he's going to be tempted because unless he can draw this all the way back to where his hand is now, yeah, he wouldn't have got a shot on the 4. So, yeah, here we go, folks. He's looking at it. It's combo time. They're not as easy as they ever look. And there you go. When you're playing it, you always fancy it. They look quite easy. But slight bit of side on the cue ball and it throws that first ball off course. And you don't make the combo. And Phil there, he's tried to weld him in behind a 6. Has he left him a sliver? I think he has left him a sliver to get through to. Yeah, he did. But is he going to reach a rail? Oh. He judged it well, did the monk. Phil's got to be tempted for this. Down the side rail, into the bottom right. Wow. He's missed that by a foot. So Liam with a thin snick. Lovely bit of check side on the cue ball there. Keep it for the 5. And this should be a routine for Liam here. Bounces off the bottom rail up towards the 7. Bit of a stretch, but shouldn't be a problem. There you go, just bounce it off the top rail. Good shape here on the 8. Bounce the cue ball off the bottom rail. I mean, the 9 goes anywhere, wherever he fancies it. There we go, he's come round, side rail, straight in to the left middle for a 2-1 lead for Liam Monk. So, here we go then. Liam to break, leading 2-1. The full frac. Let's see if he can slot the 1 nicely into the left centre. Oh, slots it in nicely. But the cue ball scratches straight after it. So, Phil with ball in hand. Trying to work out his route here. Not looking for an early combo. Yeah, nice stun up for the 3. Nice little stun shot there. Drop the 4 into the bottom left. It's 5. Out for the 6. This is the 1 shot now. You see the cue power of the Phil. He's landed very straight on this. He's got to draw it back for the 7 on the bottom rail. Look at that straight cue arm. Look at that. Bit of body swerve there. Oh, he was close. I think he wanted a kiss on it. He was so straight. So, I fancy he had a look at the long bank shot there. Tell you what, has he got it in the middle? Oh, I think he was just trying to get that safe. Now this is a thin snick into the left centre for Liam. That, and he's fizzed it round. So, long 8 to the top right. Little drawback for the 9 in the bottom left, I fancy. Oh, thought he struck that well, but he's wobbled the 9 in the jaws as he left it so Phil can have a thin snick into the top right. Oh, well, I think Phil did everything but pot that. There must have been a goalkeeper in that pocket. So, oh, and Liam has not hit that well at all. So, high chance of Liam scratching on this 9. He's looking at it into the bottom right. Really needs to get into the cue ball here to stop it going straight in. No. And that's why he's missed it thin. He was so scared of the in off there. So Phil, with a chance. 9 into the bottom right pocket here to get it back to 2-2. So Phil composing himself. Oh, and he's left that one in the jaws as well. Well, Liam's dangerous from here. Don't fancy him missing that. And of course he didn't. So there you go, Liam. 3-1 to the good now against Phil O'Kane. Phil absolutely distraught there. Wobbled the 8 and the 9. That's what it's all about in 9-ball. Can't leave that 9 hanging. Your opponent's just going to mop it up. So, Phil O'Kane to break. Trailing 3-1. He got the 1 nicely last time, but just wasn't lucky enough to get good shape on the 2. He's got the 1 again. Perfect. Oh, I'll tell you what. Good shape on the 2 here. And a lovely split from the O'Kane there. Surely he's going to run these out. He's that confident. He don't even want to move the Magi rack. Oh. I think he just looked a 5-9 combo there, folks. Obviously wanting to get his work done early in this rack. So the 4, he obviously is playing for this combo because he wouldn't want to play on the 5. No shape. So it's a 5-9 combo. Oh, straight in there from the O'Kane. Little fist pump. All of a sudden he's back to 3-2 and he fancies it. So Liam to break now in rack number 6, leading 3-2. After Philo came with that early 5-9 in the last rack to get it back to 3-2. Oh, he's made the one there, and look at this, a 2-9. Look, Phil's having a look at it. He's going to try and talk him out of it. Say, you're not going to make that, mate. You're not going to make that. Liam's coming round to look at this. Phil's thinking, how's me luck? I've got an early 5-9. Liam breaks. He's got an even earlier one. It's a 2-9. Oh. But Liam missed it, but I tell you what. Second prize. He's knocked the 2 safe. And the 2's a country mile away from the 9 now. So Phil's got a kick at this. Surely off the bottom rail. Bit of left hand side. Kick it into the 2. Yeah, I mean, nicely done. I think he'll be in a world of pain. Liam is just going to stun this in behind there. And ouch, says Phil. The old snooker player didn't see that one coming after his safety shot. Phil lows aside. Oh, and he was a whisker away from there. A whisker away from the 2. So Liam with ball in hand. Don't think he's going for a combo again just yet, do you, folks? Should be able to run these out really nicely. Not too much work to do here at all. The only bit of work really is 4 now. If he draws back nicely, 5 into the top left, and he's just got to get back down to the 6. He's drawn the cue ball nicely into the centre of the table there. Gives him options if he wants to get back down to the 6. He's going to be screwing back out again off the side route. Pop it out. Probably didn't want to be that close to the middle bag, but he should still be knocking this in comfortably, bouncing off the side rail, ready for the 7 in the same pocket. He struck that one really well as Liam. Now a little bounce off the bottom rail, leave an angle on the 8 so he can get up to the 9. And he'd have been sweating after missing that early 2-9 combo to get him up to 4 racks. But now he's happy, man. He's got the 4th rack in the bag, leading Phil O'Kane 4-2. With Phil to break next. Phil will be hoping he leaves himself a nice early combo again to get it back to 4-3. Liam on the hill, leading 4-2. So, Phil to break. He'd love to get the 9 straight in here off the break, folks. He's got his 1. Oh, look, the 2's going up off. Has he got a shot on the 2? He's looking at the angle. I fancy if there's a gap there, he's going to take this on his Phil. Well, folks, I think he went for that, but he'll tell you he's played a lovely safety stroke there. Yeah, Liam's tried to drift him underneath there, so this is a chance for Phil. If he can knock this two into the left centre. Come on, the Phil O'Kane. Well, no good there. As a snooker player, obviously he didn't fancy the brutal cut of those middle bags. So Liam with a chance here. Oh, he's missed the scratch. Oof. Oof. He can't be happy with that. He wanted to get up closer behind the free. Still a makeable pot though, down here in the bottom left. Ring the white across both side rails. See, he's missed that pot purely by putting all the side on the cue ball to get. He got lovely position on the 4 there, but that's what generally happens. The more you try and do with a cue ball, the more you take your eye off the pot. So can Phil knock this long free in. Well, he's absolutely banged it in. And look at that. He's waving at Liam. How'd you like that position on the 4? Nice stun up there. So this 5 into the bottom left. And he's just got that 7 up the table. Back down for the 9. Can Phil get this back to 4-3? I think Phil's asking if Liam, you're going to give me that? Liam's saying, no, you got to play it, mate. You got to play it. And Phil slots it in. So Phil O'Kane back to 4-3. These two having a good chat between themselves. Obviously getting messages there about my commentary there. Nineball Nige on the comms tonight. Enjoying life. I haven't missed a ball all night. Sat here looking at the stream. So, Liam 4-3 up on the hill. Can he break and run this one? Close this match off nicely. Or will he let Phil back in? Got the 1, got the 8. 2 is sitting right over the bottom right hand pocket here. Phil slumps in his chair. He does that a lot when he's playing snooker as well. So Liam bounces round the rails. Oh, I think he's sweating on this. He's going to sit right on it. But he's had a nice little kiss. Phil can't believe it. Liam gets the rest out. Phil looks like he needs a rest. Oh, lovely stroke there from Liam. Bringing the white round 3 rails. Oh, he's even rowing into Phil there, having a look at the combo. Surely not, after he missed the last one. Surely he's just going to draw this out to the left-hand side of the table. No. So, it's not a bad angle to attack the combo from. That. And he's looking at it. Phil's getting up, having a smile, thinking he might be in with a chance here. Looks like Liam is taking on the combo, folks. Ah, no messing around this time for Liam with a combo. So there you go. Liam Monk taking down Phil, the snooker pro O'Kane, 5 frames to 3. In the Nineball Flyer quarter final here at Spots and Stripes on a Wednesday night. Nineball Flyer. We'll be back with the next match shortly. Stay tuned. So just move the camera around there so we can catch this. Hill on table 25. Lee Nelson and Sultan. Lee Nelson there with a break at Hill, scratching, leaving Sultan a chance here. Cue ball in hand, putting it behind the one. He's obviously just going to send the one down the table, draw the cue ball back. I reckon he's going to be looking to free foul Lee here. So Lee needs to hit this or he's going to be on two. Lee being more of an English 8-ball player, I'm not sure he'll even know about the free foul rule. So this could be interesting, folks. That's why we swapped the camera around, so we can have a look at this. Trying loads of left off that side rail. Oh, what a great hit from Lee there. What a great hit. And look at that. Just rewards there. Sultan really not happy with that, but I think Lee deserved a bit of luck there for what a great shot. Loads of left hand side. Coming off the right hand rail there. Yeah, look, Sultan looking at getting his cue up in the air, trying to emulate Lee. It's cue ball control there. Can Sultan have a go at this? No. He's caught the 8 there. So, what looked like Lee could have been in trouble, all of a sudden, he's ball in hand. And looking like he could run these out. Be a good scout for Lee Nelson. Say, always does well in the English 8-ball flyers here on a Monday night. This something a bit different for him. The bigger tables, the bigger balls. But he's playing with bigger balls tonight. So, he has just about come round nicely there for the free. He's just going to draw back, kiss the 9, take the 4. Now he could either take it in the middle here, or he can bring it down to this bottom left-hand pocket. There we go. I thought he would. I think it favoured him, that bottom left, as a lefty. So his tops through nicely there. So this is the shot, folks. If he just drifts the white really just down the left hand middle of the table for shape on a 7. Oh, he's elected to play. Well, he's played that really well. Played it. Come off the side rail there. The only danger here is he's a bit thinner on the pot. Got to get the rest out by the look of it. And he doesn't want to be catching this too thin and then snookering himself behind the 9. Yeah, he's checking his angle there. I'll be playing this with a bit of right hand side and trying to kiss into the 9, I think. Make sure I have got the shot on the 8. And he's judged that well. Did play it with the right hand side. but add the pace down to a tee. There you go, drifted that round off the 2 rails again. So this 9 in the corner for a great comeback victory for Lee Nelson there over Sultan, taking the match 5 frames to 4. Glad we could nip across there and show you the finish of that match. We'll be back in the arena in a few moments. I'll just go and reposition the camera. So there we go, back in the arena. Liam Monk against Lee Nelson, our victor from across the way a second ago. Lee to break first. Race to 5. Got the 1, but he's scratched straight in the opposite middle there. So Liam with the first chance. Ball in hand. Let's see what Liam can do. So, well, there we go. He had to screw that all the way back down the other end of the table. Obviously didn't fancy it. Thought, you know what, I'm going to chip it over the 2. Scratch the cue ball and let Lee have a go. So, this shot going to be a bit harder for Lee, being a lefty. So you never know. With ball in hand, he might put the cue ball over here on the left-hand side of the table. Fancy a cut into this bottom right. Draw the cue ball off 2 rails, try and drop behind the 3. No, he's going to come down behind it. I think he's going to play safe. Again, he's played that well. Judged the pace very well. So Liam now got to come off the side rail. And he's judged that well. I wonder if Lee can just flick off the left hand side of the 2 here. Weld Liam in underneath the 3. I think that's what he's looking at. No, he actually elected to play off the 2, flick the 3 in. No. He's still got a chance on the 2. Down into this bottom right hand pocket. Needs to try and hold the white for the pink 4. So, no good there. Liam with a chance. I think he'll just play safe. Use the cover in the middle of the table there. Sensible shot. So Lee, I fancy, has got to kick this off the side and bottom rail. That's what he's looking at there. Playing it with a bit of left to make the angle. Good connection there. Just shy of pace. So I'm sure Liam fancy taking on this pot into the bottom right. Nice, but catches the traffic at the bottom of the table here. Is he taking this one on? Oh yeah, he could snick it. Great shot there, thin cut into the left centre. And nicely on the 5 here. Just got to be careful, avoiding the 9. He has just a little glance off the bottom of it. So the 6 into the right middle again, up for the 7. So just got to stun this down the table, or is he going to screw off the side rail? Yeah, screw off the side rail over towards the 9 for position on the 8. Nice shot from Liam. Now you just got to bounce up and behind the 9. Whee! So he judged that to perfection. Just got to get the rest out, but this shouldn't be a problem. for the 9 down the route for a 1-0 lead for the Monk against the Nelson. There's Phil, such a nice guy, wishing them both good luck. Probably said more luck to Lee rather than Liam after Liam just beat him. I'm sure Phil O'Kane will be back next week. He won't take defeat lying down. He'll want to bounce back. Show these Nineball guys that the snooker pro has got it in his locker to win this comp again. So Liam leading 1-0. Liam to break. Just retrieving his chalk there. Phil probably tried to nick it off of him. A little low for the 1. But he's still at the table, got a ball. Get the Magi rat out of the way. And he didn't fancy the shot on the 1. So he's just played a push out. Yes, you can play a push out even when you can see the 1 ball. Your decision if you don't like the look of the shot. Now Lee's got the choice. He can either play what Liam's left him, or he can do exactly that. Put Liam back in and say, away you go, son. So Liam looking at the combo, or is he trying to cut it underneath bottom rail? I think he was trying to pot it, flicking it under the rail. Now, has he been lucky? I think he's covered it. Well, he's having a look if he can get to the side rail. Maybe with a bit of side to flick this 2 in. And then he's got to get all the way around the angles for the 2 on the bottom rail here. But if he can just get through to that side rail with a bit of left hand side, if he gets the 1, I think he'll get the cue ball close here. Bit unlucky with a kiss on the 7 there. So I fancy Lee will be playing a safety shot here off the 2. I reckon the white's going to be in behind the 8 and the 7 over there. And he's judged that pretty well. I think Liam will be requesting takeoff on runway 110. Permission to go airborne. Permission is granted if you wish so, Liam. Let's get some air time. Here he comes. Adjusting his length. No puns intended there, folks. He's going for the old dart technique. Pop this straight up and over. It's a great jump, great connection. Just trying to get it safe and a bit of distance. But he's left Lee a chance. When he's 2 down the rail into the bottom left. He's just got to tops it through. Oh no, he's just stunned it in. Is he playing safe? Does he fancy the bank? No, just playing safe again. No, I think Liam will try and kick this in off the side rail. Gets a good contact here. He can get this in the right hand middle. No, didn't judge it quite well enough. So Lee Nelson with ball in hand. You got to think there'll be a chance to make it 1-1. So is he going to try and disturb those? He is. Yeah, a little flick. Played it well. Shot on the 4. He's hampered a bit by the 8, but all he's got to do is get the pot here. The white will bounce out for the 5 in the opposite top corner. Oh. Well, that ball there has done everything but drop. Defied the laws of gravity, that one. The way Liam looked at that, I think he thought he'd screwed straight back into the side pocket there. Got some action on that one. Cued it too well, Liam, son. Still there, though. Just let the cue ball flow round. Offside, top rail. Any side. Back into position 8 for Liam. Nicely done. There's the 8. Leaves a 9 into this bottom left. So that should be 2-0. Indeed it is. So Liam Monk takes a 2-0 lead over Lee Nelson. So Lee Nelson 2-0 down here. In a race to 5 in the semi-final. Nice break here. See if we can get one back quickly. Put some pressure on the Monk. And Ramajama has made quick work against Seth Woods in the other semi-final. Running out 5-0. Great break there from Lee. So the Ramajama is awaiting the victor of this match we have on the arena at the moment. The Jammer has only dropped 1 rack all night. So Lee with shape on the 2 hit. I think he can just thread this through in between the 3 and the 8. Oh, he can indeed. Has he bounced up high enough for the 3 in the same pocket? I believe he has. So this is a steady little chance for Mr. Nelson. tricky one is getting across to this 5 now. I don't think the 5 passes the 8 into this bottom left-hand pocket. He's going around to have a look. I could stand corrected. He could make me look completely silly, which isn't hard, folks. Yeah, and I think he was worried about the position there. Hence why he's missed the 4 ball there. So, Liam back at the table. Well, he can't quite reach this, so he's got to get the rest out. Well, I think that'll favour him. The angle that he's left Liam here, he'll bounce off the top rail, come down the left-hand side of the 9, I think, and end up behind the 5. Take the 5. No, he's had the angle to come. Well, he's got short side of this. If it had stopped a little bit earlier, he'd have been on into the bottom. I still fancy he takes this into the bottom right. Takes the cue ball up the top for the 6. No. Always tricky to judge the angles when you're that close to the object ball. Amount of times you see people overcut or undercut those, just misjudge it when you're that tight to your work. Bit of awkward cueing here for Lee, but you fancy him to swing this one round. Oh, he swung that one round. Whee! Yeah. Always wanted to be slightly below it for getting back down the other end of the table. Probably not as close to that top pocket as he wanted. So, fine snip here on the 6. I think you can snip it, come all the way back round, underneath and back up for the 7. Look at that. Lovely stroke there from Lee. So this 8 into the top left. I fancy he's going to swing this round the angles. That's the way he's been playing all night. 3 cushions. A little bit shy of pace. So bit more work, bit more attention to this 9. And that's what happens in this game. And he concedes that 9 to Liam. Thought Liam would have no problem in knocking that in. So, Liam Monk takes a 3-0 lead against Lee Nelson here in the semi-final. Unlucky for Lee there. That is the English pool player in him, taking that white round the 3 rails. Most Nineball players would have just bounced that off the side rail, out for the 9. So, Liam to break. Can he get the 1 into the left centre? Nicely done. And look at that, the 8's going in the top as well. Good measure. He's got shape on the 2. Looking good for Liam in this rack already. Straight after the break. Bouncing out lovely there for the 3. Out for the 5. He'd already got the 4 off the break as well. So, back for the 6. Might be a tad straight. And I think where he's straight, see he's played that with a bit of side. misjudged it, got into it. So again, a bit like Lee here, a bit of attention needed for this 7. But he's played it lovely. So the 9 into the left centre to lead 4-0. Quick as a flash, that rack. Great break and run there from Liam to get himself on the hill against Lee. Lee has got to be ruined, missing that 9 in the previous rack. Always happens in pool. You miss one ball and then you don't get a chance in the next rack at all. Kind of a double whammy. Just when you think you're getting back into the match, the other guy is on the hill and you're staring 4-zip down in a race to 5. But Lee's break now. Can he do the same thing or even better? Let's have a golden. Let's get the 9 off the rack. Right. Didn't get the 1 in the centre like he wanted, but he's potted the 2. Shape on the 1 here. Just getting the old Magi rack out of the way. I fancy he's got to take this on. He's not been getting much joy from the safety battles. So Lee's just looking at what he can do there off the 4. I think he's really just got to stun this in. Not try and do too much with the cue ball. Take the 5 in the same pocket. Yeah, for me there, I think he's just tried to do a little bit too much with the white. And that's why he's missed the pot. So Liam, take the 5. Long down here to the bottom right. Tops it through for the 6 in the same pocket. Now he needs his little mini extension, I fancy, for this. He's got to try and draw this back for the 7 up there on the top rail. Yep, mind your belly. He's sponsored by Reebok. It's all right. He's played it for a cheeky little flick there, lovely off the 9. So you fancy he drops this 7 in, it could be the ball that gets him the match. And he scratched the cue ball. Why has he played it with that much side? So he's given Lee a gift of a rack here, 4-1. The comeback's on, folks. Stay tuned. Lee gets one back. He only trails 4-1 now. Liam's still on the hill. But could Liam be feeling the pressure? So, Liam to break. Gets the one in the side. Where's the white going again? Oh, look at this. Well, he just gave Lee a gift in the last rack. And there's a bit of work to do, but not many problems in the way here. Lee just looking for the rest. I think Liam had hit it from him there. Don't play it with too much side. Nicely done, Lee. Come on. One good shot here. Get the cue ball anywhere near the middle of the table. He loves flirting with snookering himself. There we go. Good position on the 9 here, so it should be dispatched into this bottom right. And just like that, folks, in a flash, it's 4-2. Liam's got to be shaking his head. Lee gets a good break here. Takes these out. It's 4-3. Liam's in his head going, I won that 5-0. What's happened? Keep watching and you'll find out, folks. Oh, Ramajama's in the corner, having a quick power nap, ready for the final, because he plays the winner of this match here. I bet he's not. I bet he's slapping in long balls on a table just across from this, keeping one eye on this, see who's in form. So come on in, Lee. A good break. Nicely got the one in the centre there. Oh, I think that 5 is just... He's got in the way of the 2. So, is it going to be a bit of a safety exchange? Or is Lee going to conjure up a bit of magic here? Cut it across maybe towards the bottom right for this little combo. It's going to be a hard thin clip to get distance between these balls. Oh, it's a cracking effort. I think this looks like it's one of those, it could be teasing Liam to have a go into the right centre. No. Straight in the top right. So a great pot there from Liam. And a really good chance to run these out. Just doesn't want to be losing the white ball again. Took the 4 nicely into the left centre there. Good shape now on the 5. Just a little stunt. for the 6. And then just roll this in. 7 up the top left. There we go. That might be a bit more angle than he wanted, because he wanted to draw straight back down for the 8. But that little angle there, the middle pocket, all of a sudden is in the corner of your eye. And there you go. That's what it was. He was worried about that middle bag. And the white did kiss both jaws there. It had a good look at going in. But the 7 stayed up as well. So Lee, does he fancy the long double here? Or bank, as you would call it, in 9-ball? The only thing is he wants to play it confidently. Otherwise, he could get the 7 and then hook himself behind the 9, not have a shot on the 8. So he's got to commit to it, folks. If he just tries to play it as a shot to nothing, he could end up with nothing. I think he's kicking it from behind. No. He's just trying to play it safe. And I always think that was a tricky shot, because the 7 was always coming back down the table. He was trying to get the white dead behind the 8-ball there. So Liam, great long pot there. Ooh. He hasn't jawed himself, has he? Surely not. No, he looks okay, folks. Oh, and he's wobbled the 8 in. The 9 into the right centre. And there you go. Liam has fallen over the line. Great little match there. Lee was nearly on the comeback. So 5-2 victory for Liam Monk. Sees him into the final against the Ramajammer, the informed Ramajammer. Only dropped 1 rack all night on his way to the final. We'll be back with that shortly, folks. So that's on. All right, so here we go then, folks. The final Wednesday night flyer, Liam Monk against Rama Jama, the informed Rama Jama. Rama won the lag. So Rama Jama to break first. Still a race to 5 in the final. There we go. One deposited lovely into the right centre pocket, but he hasn't got shape on the 2. Fancy you can flick the top of the 2 ball here, take the white. Oh, the way he's queuing, maybe he can get the cross bank here. No, it was just a safety shot. So Liam can see this 2 here. Oh, a great long bank shot there. Fancy he's got to play the short rail bank on the 3. But if he gets this, it comes out nicely for the 4. No, he was too high on that. Second prize, has he got a safety? He has, but I fancy the Ramajama can have a kick at this. Bit of right hand side on the cue ball here, off the bottom rail. But he caught that a bit thin. So, chance for Liam in the first rack here. With this 3. I don't think he'll be happy with his work there, leaving himself tight to the side rail. But still, should be just dropping this 4 in for the 5 into the right middle. Yep. So stunt across to the left hand rail off the 6 here for the 7. Nicely done. And good position on the 9 for the bottom left. Rolls it in. Rolls it in nicely for a 1-0 lead for the Monk against the Ramajama. So Liam to break in the second rack, leading 1-0. Gets the 1. He's got a chance at the 2 into the bottom left. Might want to play this with a bit of right hand side, kiss into the 9, hold for the 3, just like that. Perfect little shot there from Liam. Now, just tops this down the bounce off the bottom rail for the 4, left centre, stun across for the 5, right centre, 6, top right. There we go, 6 in the top right, cross for the 7 in the top left. Bounce this out nicely for the 8 into the left middle. He's played that perfectly. Just drop this in, and then the 9 into the bottom left here. Nicely done there from Liam. Great break and run. So takes a 2-0 lead in a race to 5 against the Ramajama. Ramajama's turn to break. See if he can come up with the goods. So then, here comes the Ramajama. I've had a comment from the handyman that they're both breaking too soft here. Let's see what the Ramajama's got. Well, I think he put a little bit of extra effort into that because he heard me. No, he can't, folks. And he's scratched the white. So, a lovely opportunity for Liam here to inflict more pain on the jammer and make it 3-0. So, this is the only tricky one. 2 down for the 3. Has he got away with one there, Liam? As soon as he hit that, he knew he was in a world of pain. Off the bottom rail. There we go. But has he got a shot on the 4 here? He has. If he can take this to the top left, he should be in good shape for the 5 over the left, sorry, right middle bag. No, and he's hit that too wide. Second prize though, he's hooked the jammer behind the 9. Jammer's kicking at this from the bottom rail. Fancy he was going for that. He's nicked it in the bottom right. Ramajama never apologises for a fluke, because it wasn't a fluke. He went for it. So he flicks the 5 in to the right middle. Down for the 6. Just got to be careful here. Little slow roller. Ooh, little P roller. He should be alright. I think that's a bit higher than what he wanted. But this shouldn't be a problem with the jammer. Bit of bottom rail, side rail. Back out for the 8. Oh, and he's double it. Honest man is the Ramajammer. Chapeau to you, sir. Called the double hit on himself. Very quick to do so. All you youngsters, take note out there. That's how we play the game as gentlemen. So Liam, 3-0 to the good. Ramajammer shaking his head in shame. He knows he should have wrapped that one up. Made it 2-1. Now he's got a bigger hill to climb. 3-0 behind. Especially if Liam breaks as well as he has been. Well, Liam's absolutely crashed that break. So Liam with a push out here. Yep, you can pot a ball on the push out, folks. Any ball. Even pot the 9, but the 9 would come back up. So, does the jammer fancy this one? Will he fancy a long 1 and a 2-9? Or will he be rolling out? It's just a bit awkward queuing over the corner pocket here. But he slammed the 1 into the top left. Draws it back lovely for the 2 into the bottom left. To the jammer. Long 1 up to the top left. Slams it in. Forces the cue ball across. Now, dropping in the 7. Oh. Just when you think the Ramajammer was going to get on the board, it's a great chance now for Liam to get on the hill. Could Liam be dispatching the Ramajammer 5-0 like the Ramajammer's done to 2 of his opponents already tonight? Is he turning the tables on the jammer? Lovely shot on the 8 there by Liam for a simple 9 into the bottom right. So there you go. Liam is on the hill. Ramajammer could be over the hill. I've known the jammer many years. He'll fancy the comeback. If he can get a good break, get a quick rack back. Come on, the jammer. Looking for the 1 into the right centre. A little low. Is he leaving a shot on the 1? Will Liam fancy the pot, or will he just elect to play safe? Yeah. Oh, and he's found the gap. Lovely to drift the one down there at the bottom of the table. Might have come a bit too far. Jammer's got the chance here. Bottom rail. Bit of left hand side. Kick into the one. Send it up the table. Oh, he's got the 9 on the go. Hello. No, not enough pace. But Liam's got to come off the side rail. Oof. Hello, it's in the middle. Look at that. All the run seems to be going Liam's way. So if he can cue this rather straight 2 in nicely into the bottom right. Stay down on the shot. Oh! He's hung it. The jammer races over to the table, gets the rest out. The jammer smells a comeback. He's not looking for a combo, is he? Or is he just taking the free? No, he's taking the free. 4 top left, 5 top right. Unless he gets good shape on a 6, might have to play a 6-7 combo, but that shouldn't phase the jammer. All about if he can get short side of the 6. And I'll tell you what, that's a great little shot there from the jammer. Played that to perfection. So a 7-8-9 for the jammer to get on the board. Nicely done from the jammer here. Leg up in the air. 9 dispatched safely into the bottom left. So he's got one back, folks. Is the comeback on from the rammer jammer? Oh, that's Liam's break. Could he break Ram's heart and just break and run these for the win? So here we go. Liam trying to get the white into the left centre. No. Gets a ball bottom right. Whoa. Well, he can get through to this one, but I don't think he's going to fancy it. Definitely going to be a safety stroke. Bounce the 1. Oh, he's caught it. Oh, hello. Is the jammer going to be tempted? Or is just the plain bank shot on for the 1? It's not a bad shot to nothing. Draw the cue ball back. But if you get it like that, you don't want to leave it that tight to the 2, jammer. You wanted to come back behind it to the right, so you had a shot on the 2. Can he flick off the 2 and carom the 9 into the middle though? Oh, what a result that would be if he could get that one. No, he obviously didn't fancy it, so just playing safe. off the other side of the two. So Liam can't see this, so he's coming bottom rail, side rail, trying to flick it. No. He's missed the two, so ball in hand for the Rammer Jammer. And the way he's been playing, I'd fancy this will be 4-2. Jammer to break. This is the one. He's got to get up for the 5. Leave a good angle to get back down for the 6. Yeah, he might have wanted to be a bit further up, but it's a natural angle now. He's just got to concentrate on the pot on the 5. And he should come round 2 rails nicely back in between the 8 and 9. Well, he went short side of the 8. That's a great shot there from the Jammer. Right back in prime position. And when the Rammer finds his rhythm, it's FTR time. Told you this boy never lies down. Once he gets a sniff of blood, he's after you like a hound. So then, Rammer Jammer with the break in rack 7, trailing 4-2. If he can get this one done nice and quickly, all of a sudden it's 4-3. Got the 1 and the 2 there. He's on the 3. Lovely break there from the Jammer. Well, I thought he could cut the 3 in the bottom left there. Obviously he couldn't. He played a shot to nothing there, trying to snick it into the left middle. Liam would just be playing safe off of this. Bounce that down. He's judged that nicely. I think if Rammer can get across to the right, but he can't, so pick the rest up. He'll be coming off the side route. Bottom route, trying to kick this. I might just come directly off the side and try and snick it into the top right. No, he played bottom as well. I'll tell you what, has he got him on the jaw of the pocket? No, I think from the way Liam's looking at it, he can flick off of this. Oh, he can pot it. He was actually looking at the path down to the 4. And he'd be disappointed he's shy of pace there. It's a great pot. And this is a fine snick into the same pocket, into the bottom right. Especially with a rest. He's cued through that lovely. And I think he has got just enough angle on this 5 to get across at the 6. Oh, look, he's fizzed that with a lot of right hand side there. Good shot from the monk. So this 6, drill this down the route. Oh, yep. He's throwing his arms around the place. He's gone wide. And Liam is not looking happy with himself at all. He is letting racks slide here. And if you let the jammer back in, the jammer will say, thank you very much, I'll have a little go. Now he's a bit short of pace on the cue ball here. Delicately getting his rest out. No, he's played that superbly well. So come on in, this 8 and 9 to get us back to 4-3. And I'm sure Ram will be the happier of the players if he gets these 2 balls in. So pretty much the identical shot here again on the 9. There we go. Back to 4-3. And if he was playing a matchroom event, he'd have lost the match there. Ramajama getting the balls out of the pocket too quick while the cue ball was still rolling. So can Liam finally close this match out, or is he going to let Ramajama back in and get us to Hill? You got to think there's a bit of tension in Liam's arm right now after the last couple of racks. Got the 1, and look, he's welded no luck there on the break. So it's going to be a push out. Where's he going to try and get this? Trick with a push out. You don't want to leave it too tricky, or you're coming straight back in. Your opponent's going to take one look at it and go, no chance for me from there, son. Go on, you're straight back in there. You've got to almost tease them into playing a shot that you'd be happy to play. So he's just pushed out to leave Hampwood queuing over the 8 here on the 2. I think the Ramajama's going to play this. You'll fancy he can cut the 2 back up the table, bring the white back round. Plenty of cover there was there. So I don't think Rama's left him enough. Is he on the left rail? Oh, well, Liam thinks he can bend it round, create a bit more of an angle, and he's played it lovely. Good connection on the 2, but where's the 2 going to finish? Oh, it has slowed up nicely. I don't think the 2 goes directly. Could be a combo. Oh no, I stand corrected. It flew. The Rama Jammer's got X-ray vision with those glasses. So, Rama Jammer now in great shape to get it back to Hill. And he'll be breaking on the hill if he gets there. So, it's 7-8-9 for the Jammer to take us to Hill in the Wednesday night 9-ball flyer here down at Spots and Stripes Redhill. Played on a lovely Z9 billiard cloth, and of course the Clash aluminum pro table that you see there in the arena. Even I say it's one of the best 9-foot American tables I've ever played on. And Nineball Nye just played on a few, but the Jammer's a bit short on position here on the 9. Oh, this is not a give me. We've seen ones like this go astray earlier on in the evening. He's paying good attention to this one. Is the Jammer. Can he slot this in the bottom right? There you go. It had a little wobble, but the Jammer's there. He's got us to the Hill. I told you this boy just never lies down. And there we have it. 4-all in the race to 5. Jammer to break. Liam has got to be ruining all those missed chances. And then once the Jammer smells your fear, he comes after you. Always, gentlemen. Fist pump there. Good luck to each other. May the best man win. Here we go then. Hill. The Rama Jammer to break. Putting a bit of his hair wax on the cue ball there. Oh, he nearly scratches in the middle there. He got the 1. Has he got a snick on the 2? When you look at these cutbacks into these middles, oh, it doesn't look good. But you got to fancy the Jammer's going to take this one on. No, he's changing his mind. Don't know if he'll try and play a little carom shot off the 2. Come down, not the pocket. The trouble is, it's controlling where the 2 goes after that, and the pace of the balls to still have a shot on the 2. So it was just. I think. I don't think that bank shot was ever on, and he's left it for Liam. It's not a give me. Liam's got hampered cue in here. So Liam, this 3. Oh, he's drilled that in lovely. Shape on the 4. So can Liam. And I'm going to say fall over the line here, because I think it will be falling over the line. Especially after you're 4-0 up. And then all of a sudden you find yourself 4-all. But he's looking in good shape. Is Liam here? He's 7, 8, 9 for this week's Wednesday night 9-ball flyer. Players of varying ability always come down. Have a go. If you're an 8-ball player, fancy trying a bit of 9-ball, this is the place to do it. So Liam with this 9 to the bottom left to finally get over the line. 5-4, and he's done it. Look at that huge sigh of relief. There, the jammer feels aggrieved after he fought his way back to 4-all. But Liam with a good victory there in the end. Thanks to Glenn, as always, for helping us out with a Q score, doing the draw. The Rammer Jammer, Liam, and everyone else. Hope you've all enjoyed it tonight. This will be back next Wednesday, but we'll be back, or I'll be back, in the hot seat next Monday for the 8-ball flyer on a Monday night. Get yourself down here. Only a mere 53 entries this Monday. Previously, it was 64. Let's see if we can get 64 again and have a great night. All right, people, stay safe.